Hey guys, welcome to another episode on Kind Spirit Tech. So today we are going to deal with tables in Latex. In order to use tables, you have to provide command table, begin table and end table, and you are going to embed another command in it, begin and end tabular, and with second argument we are going to provide actual columns, and you are going to provide columns in a sense of text arrangement. So if you want text in your column to be arranged on the left, you are going to provide L. If you want to be arranged on the center, you are going to provide C. If you want to be arranged on the right, you are going to provide R. For example, if you would like to have a column with fixed width, you are going to provide P, and then in argument you are going to provide actual width, let's say 3 centimeters. Okay. And for this example, I'm going to use centered text in columns. So I'm going to use C. Let's say 4 columns. Everything is centered. And now let's create our basic structure. So in order to set up everything correctly, you are going to need this and sign in order to connect 2 columns. And we actually need 3 signs. Let me show you. Like this, because in first place we are going to provide value for first column. In between first and second and sign, we are going to provide value for our second column, and so on. So first I'm going to create titles. So like this, let's say NO for number, then name, second name, and fourth column is going to be H, like this. And for new row we are going to supply this new line character. And of course now we are going to provide some values. Let's say number 1, and signed, name Johnson, age 27. And now I'm going to add few more rows. Okay, if I save this code, let me show you what we have as result. You see, we have a title row and we have 3 rows, 4 columns in total. Well, for some cases this would be enough. But now I'm going to show you how to do some table editing, how to make this table to look way you like. So in order to create these vertical lines in between our columns, we are going to provide vertical lines in this column declaration argument. And if I save this, okay, now we have our vertical lines. And in order to get a horizontal lines, you would have to provide another command, horizontal line, like this. And I'm going to put another horizontal line after our title row, and at the end H line. I'm going to save this. Okay, I have to provide new line in here, save it again, and now we have something that looks much better. But now let us create horizontal lines between our rows. But for that we are going to need another command called cline, and we are going to provide the actual argument for this 1, 2, 4. I'm going to do the same for other rows. And in here 1, 2, 4. I'm going to save this. Okay, you see that we now have these lines. So what this actually means? So command C line creates actual horizontal line in between our rows. But what this argument means that we are going to spread that horizontal line from our first column up to our fourth column. And we could do something like this. Let's say from our second to fourth, if I save this, you see, in between our first and second row, we don't have this horizontal line. And I'm going to get everything as it was. And what if for some reason you would like to have this second and third column wider? How to do so? We are going to use, instead of C, we are going to provide argument P, and let's say that width is going to be 3.5 centimeters, and same I'm going to do for third column, so 3.5 centimeters. And if I save this, you see now our second and third column is wider. And what about row height? How to deal with that? For that we are going to use another option. So right after our row ends, right after this new line character, we are going to provide option, and option is going to look like 2EX. And let's say with our second row we are going to go with 3X, and in here I'm going to put 4X. If I save this, you see what we have. What 2x, 3x actually means? Means that this row is going to be double the height. This row is going to be triple the height. And this row is going to be 4 times bigger than default. So if I remove these commands, we are going to get back at the beginning. Okay, let us talk now about merging of columns. Let's say that I would like to create one entire row as a title for our table. How to do something like that? Let me show you. In here, I'm going to provide another command, multi-column. We are going to take all 4 of columns. All of columns are going to be centered with vertical lines aside, and text that we are going to provide is going to be personal information, and don't forget to put new line in here and another H line like this. Save it, and you see we have our personal information spread to entire row. And now, what about if we would like to do some row merging? Can we do something like that? Well, of course. So for this example, I'm going to turn these 3 cells into one. But for that, we are going to import one package, and that is going to be use package multi-row. Now we could supply our command. First, I'm going to remove all of these values, and now command multi-row, and in first argument we are going to provide column numbers. So what this -3 actually means that I'm going to count in reverse orders, so from bottom to top. So I'm going to take first this third cell, then second cell, then first cell. If you, for example, put this multi-column command on the first row, you are going to use number 3 instead of -3. So second argument is going to be asterisk, and third argument is going to be actual text that we want to put in this cell. Let's say like 25. Okay, I'm going to save this. And you see we have only one cell with one number, but still we have these 2 horizontal lines. How to solve that? Instead of 1 to 4, we are going to spread our horizontal line from first to third column. And same in this case. Save it. Okay, I need to make change in this first row too. Save it. And now we have something much better. And final subject, can we actually manipulate text in a sense of style, color, or background color? Of course that we can. Let me show you. I'm going to change this personal information all into bold. And for that we need command text BF, wrap everything in it, and save it. And you see our personal information is now bold. And now I would just like to turn this number into italic. How to do so? With text IT. Okay, save it. And you see our NO, it's now italic. But in order to deal with colors, we would have to add another package in here. Use package X color, but we have to provide option to it, table. And now I'm going to describe why. Let's say that we would like to change a background color for this title. How to do that? I'm going to make more space in here. This table option for X color allows us to use command cell color. RGB is going to be our option. And now actual color as argument. So I'm going to use some gray, so 0.5, 0.5 and 0.5. If I save this, you see our title row is now gray. But what if I would like to turn this personal information text into a white color? I'm going to show you how to do that now. I'm just going to use key color like this, and for type I'm going to use HTML. And HTML, it's actually the same like with RGB. Just instead of providing a floating point number, we are going to provide hexadecimal number. So for white hexadecimal, it's FF like this. So if I save this, our text color it's now white. So guys, I truly hope that this episode have covered most of subjects in regard of tables in LaTeX. So if you like this content, please subscribe and see ya.